Hello, Judy. How are you? How are you? How are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll get started here in a moment. Are you in New Mexico, Judy? Are you one of the listeners that's in New Mexico? Oh, Boston. Okay, okay, Boston, Boston. All right. Hope you're doing well on your spiritual journey. Hope it is taking you higher. No one shows up. I guess this could just be current energy for you and I, Judy. Hello, Wanda. Hello, hello. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Grand Rising to everyone. Grand Rising. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into another psychic investigation read here in a moment. We have three cards that came out, one from each deck as I was shuffling, so we will take those. All right, so thank you so much for tuning in, General Collective. Thank you so much for tuning in, investigators, investigative agencies. Thank you so much for tuning in, attorneys, lawmakers, politicians, celebrity energies. Welcome in. As I was in silence before before Judy came into the room. I think she was the first one to come into the room. Um, was just welcoming in ancestors and spirit beings that have messages for us today. And I got Oshun and Osiris. Okay, so welcome in Oshun and Osiris. Welcome in to the spirit of Oshun and Osiris. Okay. Some of us are at ground zero. Okay. Some of us are at ground zero for a brand new launch. Okay, for a brand new launch. Okay, because you know they do the countdown. 3, 2, 1, liftoff, right? And on 0 is a liftoff. So, okay. Dog started barking. There was no dog barking the entire day. Okay. All right. For those of you who do not know, I am in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. That is formerly Saigon. I have been on a vacation of sorts since May 5th of last year. My ancestors in Erevat, Divine Source, sent me to Southeast Asia, okay, for travel, for relaxation, for enjoyment, okay, even as I continue to ascend and continue to become more of my highest, purest, truest self, which is the ultimate goal, okay. There's something about an earthquake, okay? And of course, this could be a spiritual earthquake, a spiritual shaking up of things. We know that that is happening. For those of you who are enlightened, we know that that is happening. And even for the karmics, I mean, the karmics know, you know, they know when the shaking is happening. But I get a physical earthquake, okay? And so we'll see if Most High, Divine Source, shows us where that earthquake is going to be in this energetic reading, or if that is something that will be revealed at another time, or again, that is something spiritual, and we will see that in the energy. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is NEHRU. I am an extraterrestrial. I am an earth angel, a light worker, and a Gaia beacon, here for the 10th and final time. In past lives, I've been other deities, other beings, okay, other spirit guides, okay. I am a descendant of Yeshua, that is Issa, okay. I am a bloodline descendant, okay. That's where the extraterrestrial DNA comes from. And if you want to know what the true real reason is that they took out confirmation, that they took out the one named Christ, if you want to know truthfully, they discovered that they were not human, and that is the reason why they took them out. Okay? They simplify it in saying that they came speaking the truth and they were this holy being, and while yes, that is true, that is only part of the story. Okay? The other part of the reason is because they were born talking. We find that out in the book of the infancy of Yeshua, or infancy of Christ, or infancy of Jesus, however the book is labeled, okay? And you can find that text online, or you can go to Esoteric Guidance, Extraterrestrial Earth Angel, which is the original channel I created that is now shadow banned on YouTube, okay? Visit the playlist. There are some 880 something videos, 850 something videos, okay? And perhaps I will share the reading of the infancy of Yeshua in the community tab when we are done here, all right? So yeah, so earthquake, okay, and the 3 cards that came out, again, one from each of the 3 tarot stacks that when I was shuffling. We have a genuine offer with the Knight of Cups, okay. Again, the Knight of Cups is a slow moving energy, okay. So again, if you are on this present timeline, hello Stephanie, thank you so much for tuning in. Hello Stephanie, thank you so much. If you are resonating with the present timeline of divine union, love, journey, high vibrational soulmate, or what have you, this has been something that you have been waiting on. This is something that you have been manifesting. Also, something about waiting. Neville Goddard speaks to the imagination and how the imagination is the driving force behind what you receive, and I do not fully resonate with that. I do believe in divine timing. Neville Goddard did not believe in divine timing. Neville Goddard believed that if you imagined it and if you stayed in that frequency long enough, then you would automatically get it. And I don't believe that. I believe that there are things that are written that are meant for you, and there are things that are not meant for you. And yeah, okay. And so he kind of, in some sense, took the power away from divine source and gave it all to, and put it all on self. And again, in part, that was because he did not believe that there was an external greater power. And that's, again, to me, that's one of the flaws in his belief system. Again, Neville Goddard. Okay. So we have the Lover's card. So we have a genuine offer, Lover's card, and we have the Ace of Wands. So someone is passionate about you. Okay. And again, each of these cards, one from each tarot deck. Okay. So someone's passionate about you. Okay. They could be preparing for you. Okay. The other day, got Lattice's I Blame You. People keep asking about this glow that I have, something or other, because I'm just not the same. Okay, so someone is glowing because of you. Okay, again, for those of you who resonate with that love journey, that divine union journey, some of you could know that you're already meant to bring star seeds into this earth. Okay. All right. So divine source, we welcome in the ancestors of the collective. We welcome in the ancestors of the investigative agencies, whatever the investigation needs confirmation on. Again, Gregorian calendar, pay attention to the Gregorian calendar. As you look at number sequences and things of that nature, investigators. And again, we welcome all of you in. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right. I'm looking at a separate stack over here that we will not be using this time around. And on top of one of them, it says it has serpent energy. Okay. Serpent energy. So the serpent energy is falling, or somebody's fumbling or something. Okay. Fumbling. Okay. And this card says, I'm no longer religious, I'm becoming spiritual. Okay. So this is someone who was in your energy, is in your energy, or, yeah, the serpent. Okay. Lilith, Jezebel, Apophis. Okay. Satan, the devil, Jezebel, they're all, yeah, all forms of the darkness. Okay, someone could be part of the fallen Anunnaki. Okay, those are the Anunnaki and the Watchers. Okay, again, you'd have to read the book of Enoch, the first book of Enoch, to understand what I'm saying, but or to confirm what I'm saying. But in the first book of Enoch, that is about the Watchers and the fallen Anunnaki, and the Watchers and the fallen Anunnaki were spiritual beings, demonic. But they came to earth and they showed humans immoral acts. They showed humans idolatry, okay, fornication, adultery, okay. They showed human these things, bestiality, okay, and sex with animals, okay, and sex with the same deity, same type of deity. So homosexual and lesbian activity, Sodom and Gomorrah, okay. All of that, again, the Bible simplifies those things. But the truth of the matter is, that is how homosexual deeds, that is how polygamy, polyamorous types of situations got introduced into the human form, into earth, okay? It's through these spiritual fallen beings, okay? But someone's changing their tune, okay? Changing their tune, okay? Reminded of Abraham Hicks. Abraham Hicks says, when you know what you do want, you know what you don't want. Okay. And so again, with this manifestation of this love or partnership, this could be your soul tribe. Okay. This love right here. Okay. This could represent your soul tribe, okay? Again, family has nothing to do with the blood that flows through your physical veins, okay? It has nothing to do with that. And Abraham Hicks says, when you know what you want, you know what you do. You know when you know what you want, you know what you don't want. And again, that goes along with a bit of what Neville Goddard said during his time here, and that was you being on the right frequency to manifest whatever it is that you are desiring, okay? And that's assuming you do not desire dark, evil, demonic things, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. And again, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Feel free to let me know that you're tuning in. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Hello, Judy. Judy is from Boston. So Boston, Massachusetts, okay? Cape Cod, okay? The name Mike, Michael, Farrell, Dawn, Caitlin could be significant, okay? We have the Queen of Wands. That goes with the Ace of Wands. Yeah, Queen of Wands, okay? So someone who's very passionate. Also, this person could be a COO, CEO, okay? There is I was going to say, I got genuine offer. I was going to say there's a genuine offer, but there is a genuine, oh, Texas. Okay, Wanda, thank you so much. There is a spirit being that attends our lives on the regular basis. I'm not sure if they'll be in today, but her name is, I call her CO, okay? So there could be something about a CO, okay? You could be the CEO, you could be the CO, COO, okay? Or you spiritually are, and then it's going to manifest into the 3D. You, this type of CO, okay? We have the Strength card in the upright. We have the Tower in the reverse. We have the Fool in reverse. Okay. And again, we're all some type of fool. Okay. 11 people in the live and 5 likes. November 25th. Okay, so November 5th, November 25th. Okay. Divine Source, anything from this stack as far as the tarot for further confirmation? Anything else? Ancestors. Okay, we have 8 of Wands for communication on the floor. Okay. There could be something about the ground floor. The ground floor, again, ground zero. New York City, ground zero. Okay. Also something about Key West or the mile number 0 in the United States on the East Coast. Okay. That is a tourist landmark. So we have the 8 of Wands, we have the Ace of Cups, and we have Temperance. We have a lot of major arcana out here today. We have, and the High Priestess and the Knight of Pentacles. A lot of major arcana out here. A lot of major arcana, okay? So, patience, temperance, okay? That's really, it's kind of like no need to say patience for the journey. You know what I mean? You need patience for you need patience for nearly everything today, okay? Although the world in the 21st century is all about the fastest, right? Fast food, all about the fastest internet, fastest viral video, fastest to 1 million likes, fastest to 1 million subscribers, fastest to right? Even though that's the way of the world, okay? Shout out to Earth, Wind, and Fire. Shout out to Maurice White, okay? That's the way of the world. Shout out to that divine deity, okay? Maurice White is extraterrestrial. Okay, Maurice White was extraterrestrial. Okay, he was the leader and songwriter for most of the songs for Earth, Wind, and Fire. Okay, he passed in 2016, I believe. Okay, Maurice and White. Okay, You might want to listen to some Earth, Wind, and Fire. Okay. And we have this Queen of Wands coming out sideways. Okay, so something's not quite materialized yet. Okay, something's not quite materialized yet. The High Priestess actually was in reverse. Okay, so there could be some dark witch that is no longer able to do whatever it is that they were doing. Okay, again, because we have the Tower here in reverse. Hello, hello. What's going on, Justice League? What's up, baby? Good to see you in the chat. Them stupid ass fuckers trying to block you, right? Trying to keep our communication down. Who the hell do they think they are, right? They can't stop us divinely guided. They can't stop us divinely guided. They can't stop us. Okay? They can't stop us. They can only help to contain us, and they couldn't even do that. Okay, again, we have Leo in the upright, strength card in the upright, solar plexus energy. Okay, and and then we have the Sun card as I turn the card over in the upright. So I was excited. Yeah, that's right. I was excited to come on to do this live. Typically, I can't say I'm not excited to come on and do the psychic investigation lives. I'm always willing. I'm always generally ready and looking forward to what's coming out. But it's not an excitement like, oh man, I wonder what's Divine's gonna show today. But it was kind of that energy before I started. So there's excitement in the air. Excitement in the air. And again, there's an earthquake or shaking up of something. Again, physically, spiritually, or both. Okay? Natural disasters happen for a reason. Okay? So earthquakes, hurricanes, tornadoes, they come to remove what is no longer firmly rooted. Okay? So when you have earthquakes in your life and you're like, what the hell is going on? Those types of situations, it's because divine source and your ancestors are trying to remove some things that you might be holding on to. Investigators, a collective, judges, attorneys. Okay. So we have a lot of major arcana out here. We are going to go ahead and get into this reading because this is, this is exciting. All right. So again, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. I appreciate you. If you would like to schedule I am offering free esoteric conversations. That conversation is done via Zoom, and you can send me an email. That information is in the information section of this video. If you click the word more, okay, more, you see more, ... more. If you click more, you will see 2 email addresses there, and you can send me an email and we can get that scheduled. Thank you so much for all of you who have scheduled esoteric conversations with me. I appreciate you, your transparency, your honesty, your genuineness, your authenticity. I appreciate that. Okay. So let's go ahead, divine source, place the cards where they need to go. We are looking forward to this reading and whatever it is that you want to reveal to us, to the investigators, that helps them with their cases and confirms to the collective where they are in their journey, what's going on with their journey, how their case is moving along, this divine love or soul tribe that they are coming into union with, the high priest, who the high priestess is, okay? And we don't need to know specifics because this is a collective reading, and so if a name does come out here, it could be their first name that resonates with you and not the last name. Okay, so their names could be James Johnson. Okay, but James resonates for you and not Johnson, or Johnson does and not James. Right? Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. To start, we have hireahitman.com. Okay. We have hireahitman.com, and we have a drug kingpin. Okay. Hireahitman.com and a drug kingpin. Hello, what's up, John Powell? What's up, JP? What's up, JP? All right, I remember you. I remember when you first came on and I asked if it was okay if I called you JP. It felt like it was right? Thank you so much for tuning in. Good to see you. Okay. What's up, Coco? Coco Chanel. Someone might wear Coco Chanel, might wear Chanel, okay? Perfume, Chanel. I don't know if Chanel makes cologne, but yep, someone may like Chanel. That may be someone's favorite fragrance, okay? You could be getting clear sentient vibes. Yes, yes, JP, all right? You could be getting clairsentient activations, okay? So those are scents, smells, okay? So you could be sitting there and you smell something that reminds you of some event or some time when you were 5, 8, 12, 20, 30, okay? Picking those things up. James Prince, James Smith. Huh, okay. All right. So there's something about a crime spree, okay? Anyone who uses hirehitman.com is definitely on a crime spree. Investigators, I don't need to tell you that, okay? Anyone who is using hirehitman.com or hiring hitmen or hit women, they are definitely involved in crime sprees. To get to the point to where you need to hire or want to hire or look to hire or give money to take out another being on this planet, you've already committed other crimes, that's for sure. Okay, people don't go from zero to hiring a hitman. Okay, so crime spree specifically is on one side of the sun card, so something being shown about this crime spree, okay, through this channel or other oracles, okay, and Carlton, okay. This could be something about Banks, okay? So Carlton Banks, the character played by Alfonso Rivera on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, okay? Alfredo Rivera, okay? Carlton Banks was his name. Carlton Banks. Grand Rising, Charmaine, Grand Rising, sweetheart. All right. So Carlton and Banks, Tyra Banks. We've looked up Tyra Banks's information. We're going to look up Tyra Banks's information again for synchronicity here in a moment. Okay. So we're going to take a look at her birthday, the names of individuals she's been in relationships with, where she was birthed. Okay. That sort of thing. Again, for synchronicity. That's what we do that for. Again, if Tyra listens, welcome in, sunshine. Okay. Welcome in. All right. Crime spree. Tyra Banks. There could be something associated with the being born as but alchemized to. Okay, I'm going to speak to it like that. So the individual that was born Anime Bullock, okay, and alchemized into Tina Turner after getting rid of the narcotic addict, okay, whose name is Ike Turner, okay. She alchemized into Tina Turner and never looked back, okay. So what's love got to do with it, okay? Also, someone could be a Buddhist, okay? That is a spiritual journey, okay? Not a religious one. So let's go ahead and look up Tyra Banks's information real quick for synchronicity investigators and collective. Let's look up Tyra Banks, okay? All right. So we know that she was a supermodel. I think one of maybe the first brown American TV model. No one is black and no one is white. If you want to hear my soapbox speech on that, okay? No one's black and no one's white, and we've all been here multiple lifetimes. That's how dumb and idiotic racism is. So you come back this lifetime, you're like, power to the black people. First of all, you have no idea what the fuck you're saying, okay? Second of all, no one is black. No one, okay? No matter their skin color. They can have melanin in their skin enough to share. They're still not black. They are some shade of brown, okay? No one is white, okay? Everybody is a shade of brown. Everyone, all right? So Tyra Banks, born 12/4, okay? So Sagittarian energy, 12/4/73, Okay, 12/4/73, born Tyra Lynn Banks. Okay, again, investigators, the name Tyra Lynn and Banks, born in Inglewood, California. Inglewood, always up to no good. She's 52. The number 7, you could be a life path 7, a life path 5. Okay. America's next top model, the Tyra Banks Show, America's Got Talent, Dancing with the 10, female. Okay. Partners, Eric, Asia. Okay, so something about Asia, Eric, and Asia. Okay, Asia also could be someone's name, often a female, Asia. Okay, one child. Okay, Tyra Banks. Okay, I'm not sure what she's doing and that sort of thing. I don't keep up with celebrities, as in like celebrity news and TMZ and all that. I don't keep up with all of that, but all right, confirmation, Bert. Okay. Also could be something unique about someone's eyes. Okay, someone's eyes. Okay, the color of someone's eyes. You see the unique color of her eyes. Okay. There are a couple of brown beings, okay, on this planet who have unique eye color, brown American celebrities specifically. So Regina King, Vanessa Williams, okay? All right. So Tyra Banks, all right? Or there's something about Banks. Racism, yeah, it really truly is. Hello, Axie74. What's going on, Axie? What's going on? What's going on? Hope you're doing well, right? So yeah. All right, let's keep going. Okay. So we have crime spree, Carlton, on the Sun card, something being revealed about a crime spree. Investigators, again, through me or through someone else. Okay. Thank you, Divine, for whatever truth investigators get to help them solve their cases through me. Okay, love your enemies from a distance. Okay, love your enemies from a distance. Okay. Do you know why they say keep your friends close and your enemies closer? Okay, they don't mean to be buddy with your enemies. They mean pay more attention to your enemies. That's what that means. Pay more attention to the enemy, their moves, okay, their actions. Listen to what the enemy is saying. That's what that means. Okay, so love your enemies from a distance. You also need to forgive them. Okay. Also, I'm looking at Army, so someone could be in the military, was in the military. In the U.S., the branches of military are Coast Guard, Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines. Some of those branches have National Guard and Reserve units. So National Guard and Reserve units. Chase Bank and Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo definitely for me. I will share with you that I had a business account when I was a tax accountant. My business account, my second business, my second tax and accounting practice was Mensarius, and Mensarius is Latin for financier or money manager. But Mensarius, the account was with Wells Fargo, and abruptly that account was closed. No access to it. I called them, asked them about the business account. What happened to my account? I was still in Florida. What happened to my account? They were like, we don't know. We don't see an account associated with you. We don't know what happened to your account. We don't have any idea. A business account just abruptly disappeared. Okay. Also with Army, earlier today when I was just kind of in quiet energy in that, Divine was bringing to me something about arm. Okay, so someone's name is Armstrong or Armatang or Armitage or Arma something. Arm, something with an arm in it. Okay, again, Armstrong, Armory, could be something about an armory. Okay. Love your enemies from a distance. Again, one side of the genuine offer. And we have Janice, Janice, Jean, and Jean. Okay. Could be male or female genes. Okay. Could be something about your genes, your DNA genes. Okay. I like a good fitting pair of jeans for sure. I like my jeans to be a little snug. Okay, I don't like baggy clothes and all. I don't like that. And I wear belts with my pants. I like a pair of jeans that's a little snug. All right. Ah, interesting. In Houston, confirmation horn honk. Okay, so helicopters in Houston. Okay, so you could see that. I've seen helicopters even in Southeast Asia, specifically when what was I at? I was still in Da Nang before I came to Ho Chi Minh City. I was still in Da Nang, and probably the last week or so, there were definitely helicopters that would just be circling wherever I was. I could take the motorbike. I rented a motorbike. I could take the motorbike and be downtown closer to the tourist area where all the restaurants and beaches are. There would be a helicopter. I would go to the beach and just walk on the beach. There would be a helicopter. Okay, so confirmation Justice League. Okay, Janice, Janice, Jean, male or female. Okay. Next, we have your girlfriend is currently doing witchcraft against you. Okay, if you have a girlfriend, and if not, this could be someone who's from your past. Okay, and if you obviously don't date girls because you are a female, or females because you are a female, then this could be a male in your energy. Okay. Caden, Amaya, and Freya. Look at the names collective. Investigators. Okay. This speaks to Latino energy, Latina energy. See this? Okay. So there could be someone who is Caden, who's a victim, Amaya, who's a victim, or Freya, who's a victim, or again, those are the witchcraft workers. Okay. But you have strength against them. These individuals could be showing strength at this time. Someone could have left the Coven, cult, clique, whatever that is. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So someone could have left the clique finally. And again, the first card that we have out, or one of the first cards, is I'm no longer religious. I'm becoming spiritual. Okay. So you could be helping someone see through what you speak, how you live. Okay. You're helping someone to see that spirituality really is the true journey to enlightenment, and religion is nothing but death and a recycle bin. Religion is nothing but death and a recycling bin. Okay? Because you go to church every week and the minister stands up and says the same thing every week. Jesus Christ died for your sins, falsely calling them Jesus. Jesus died for your sins, when Jesus has really done nothing for you, and Jesus might be someone who does witchcraft against you. Okay? On the Knight of Pentacles, okay, we have secret societies. Surprise, surprise. Okay? Secret societies. I'm going to take this stack over here, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to do something here real quick. All right. So this is the stack that I am not using currently. We're going to go ahead and blindly pull some names. We're going to ask Most High and our ancestors. Okay. We're going to pull some names with what's already out here. Okay. I don't typically do this, but I am going to do it today. Okay. Again, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. And happy morning to you if it's morning wherever you are, or whatever part of the day it is. Okay. Okay, so we pull names, and we have Levi, Alexander, Hudson, and Luca. Okay. Next names. We have Bronx. We have Georgia, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Wyoming, Massachusetts, Florida, and Mississippi. Okay. Investigators, there's something about a small-time crime that's being revealed here at this time. The name Jeffrey or Jorge. Jeffrey or Jorge. Oh, yeah, Leviathans. Yeah, Most High has talked to me about Leviathan spirits. Okay. Again, Jorge or Jeffrey, okay? Someone could be a chef or a baker, okay? We have a $50,000 deposit. We have Mayat is here, okay? Mayat, okay? We have Australia. There's something about a Generation X, okay? Someone uses their children to set up fake social media profiles, okay? Someone uses their child to set up fake social media profiles. And someone's being sexually abused by the child welfare system, whatever state they're in, whatever country they're in, okay? Levi, yeah, Leviathan, that's right, okay? So someone's being sexually or was being sexually abused by the child welfare system. Shame on them, okay? Shame on them, okay? Somebody has fake ass and fake titties, okay? They could have gotten these implants with the money that they stole from you, okay? Tap into your childlike wonderment, okay? Okay, you're being asked, some of you are being asked to tap into your childlike wonderment. For some of you, you still need to remain in your masculine energy because the battle is still raging in your timeline, okay? Some of you, okay? Money bag time for some, and we have something about a red carpet spotlight moment, okay? The government is lying to Erica Kirk, so there's something about Charlie Kirk's spouse, okay? Widow who that is, she's being lied to by the government in some way, okay? How it happened, why it happened, okay? Who the hit was really from, where the hit really came from, okay? The government is acting like, oh, it's a surprise, oh, it's no, but there's somebody in the government that knows about the hit on Charlie Kirk, okay? Low vibrational energy, we got the Fool in reverse, and we have a new house, okay? The frequency that we're listening to currently in the background, if you can hear it, is a house cleansing frequency. A house cleansing frequency, okay? And that's your physical house, your body, okay? All right. What do you mean I'm done, Neek? What do you mean I'm done? What does that mean? You're done cleansing your house? You've done that? Is that what you're saying? Okay, we have Operation LAC, okay? If you do not know what Operation LAC is, okay, I encourage you to go take a look. Oh, okay, very good, okay? So, Operation LAC, okay, go look up Operation LAC, okay? Look it up, okay? Okay, all right, I'll do it for you, okay? Or with you. Again, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Okay, so let's take a look here and read for a minute. Okay, so Operation LAC was a United States Army Chemical Corps operation which dispersed microscopic zinc cadmium sulfide particles over much of the United States and Canada in order to test dispersal patterns and geographic range of chemical and biological weapons. They sprayed this amongst the people. The United States Army Corps of Chemical Corps, okay? We have Army right here. Okay. This happened, okay, was undertaken, listen to the years, 1957 and 1958 by the United States Army Chemical Corps. The operation involved spraying large areas with cadmium sulfide. The U.S. Air Force loaned the Army a C-119 flying boxcar as it was used to disperse these chemicals, okay? These chemicals were dispersed along the path from South Dakota to International Falls, Minnesota, and places in Canada. Okay, the tests were designed to determine the disbursement and geographic range of biological and chemical agents. Okay. Okay, so wherever they disperse these particles and they reached all the way to St. Louis, okay, in some cases, okay, these particles traveled up to 1,200 miles away from their drop point, okay? Operation Lack. Your U.S. government, Operation Lack, testing biochemical weapons on human beings. They didn't spray this in the middle of a field where no one existed. They sprayed this amongst the population. Okay? All right? So, Operation Lack. All right? Operation Lack is on one side of the lovers. Okay? So, again, that was a long horn honk. That's why I paused. Brrr. That was a long horn honk. Yes. Yes. That is correct. Justice League. At least in part, for sure. Okay? So, same thing with New Orleans. Okay? They conjure up these demons with Zulu and Mardi Gras and all of this sort of thing. These are real spiritual beings. Okay? And these deities, when you open up yourself to them, they come in and they set up shop. They got their legs kicked up on the desk smoking a cigar. In these cities, these demons do, or in these states, in these countries. Okay? So with this lovers coming out on one side of Operation Lack, also I'm getting, this is what the spirit deities, dark energies try to do to you. The serpent energy, one of the cards that first came out was serpent energy. Okay, so this is what they try to do using spiritual weapons on you. Okay, spiritual weapons, spiritual biochemical weapons on you, whatever that is. Confirmation. Horn honks like crazy. Horn honks like crazy. Okay. Essence Festival. Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty word for it. All right. Take a look at some synchronicities. Okay. And I don't know if she's tuning in right now, but her birthday is here. Okay. There's someone whose birthday is up here. Okay. I've had an esoteric conversation with her. Okay. Her birthday is 3/31. And in fact, I just subscribed to her YouTube channel. Okay. So 441-212-331 and 222. Okay, investigators, again, use the Gregorian calendar if you do not know already. Okay, what's the 212th day of the year? What's the 222nd day of the year? I know the 331st day of the year is November 27th. That's the 331st day of the year. Okay. On the other side of those angel numbers, we have temperance. Okay. So all of those zodiac signs, it could be the 144th day of the year. Okay. Because there's no 441st day of the year, obviously, right? In one year. But yeah. Okay. Something about those signs and temperance. 331 is Sagittarian energy. On the other side, we have Start Looking for Travel Destinations Collective. Okay. So, someone's getting ready for a vacation. Okay. Pack your bags. Okay. Someone's getting ready for a vacation. Okay. The name, okay. So the name Janice or Janet is extremely significant at this time. Okay. The name Janice or Janet is extremely significant at this time. Oh, okay. We have Janikowski, Janet, confirmation. And we already have Janice out here, okay? So Jan is extremely significant. Someone can have a large family, like Jan Brady. Okay, Someone could have 6, 7, 8, 9 siblings, 10, 12, 13 siblings. Okay. Hey, good morning, y'all. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Jan Williams. Williams comes out all the time. Williams is a very common name. All right. So Jansen, Janikowski, Janet, Janice. Okay. Again, someone could go by Jan. Okay. On the reverse tower, we have discover peace against the chaos or amongst the chaos. I said against. Discover peace amongst the chaos. Actually, Neek, that is exactly why they attack you. Okay? Again, put yourself in the same situation that Yeshua was in. There was no need for them to attack him, but yet there was a need. Why? Because they didn't want the truth revealed. So don't think about it as there not being a need to attack you. They attack you because of who you are. So again, alchemize that energy and be thankful for who you are. Be thankful you were sold into slavery. Be thankful that they're energetically trying to crucify you. Be thankful. Okay? Be thankful. All right? Do you know where your thankfulness comes from? That's from you knowing that the victory is already yours before it even manifests in the 3D. That's where the confidence comes from. We do have the strength card out here, okay? That's where that comes from. When you know the victory is already yours, you can dance before the party starts. When you know the victory is yours, you can dance before the party starts. Okay? I'm getting Al Green. Ooh, I'm getting Al Green. I'm getting Al Green. I'm getting Al Green. I'm so in love with you. Whatever you wanna do is all right with me. 'Cause you make me feel so brand new. Since boating accident, since we've been together, loving you wherever. Okay. 8 of Wands. Again, this fell on the floor. So a boating accident, Regina, Reggie, Reginald. Okay. So a Regina could be wanting to communicate with you. Okay. You have the love boat. Someone's name could be Isaac. The love boat. Okay. It'd be nice to have a fro. That's something I've always wanted. I had one actually shortly after I got out of the military. I let my hair grow out, and I had a fro, right? Yeah. During the same time that Kobe had his fro, I had a little fro. So, yeah. Reggie, Regina, Reginald, Gina, Reggie. Something about a bonfire. Yeah, confirmation. Something about a bonfire, something. Oh, okay. Again, Neek, I have to, I've been there, and I'm gonna have to caution you. Because if a divine union is in the works for you, if that's part of your Akasha records, okay, but you still holding on to grudges, still a little bitter, still haven't completely healed, again, that speaks to that energy that still needs to be healed. Because to say that you don't want anyone, okay, is to deny yourself unconditional love. Okay, because if you are meant to be with someone this lifetime in a high vibrational union, you deny yourself that love by saying you don't want anyone. Again, I've been there. It took me a long time to get over the Scorpio and all the bullshit that she did to me, amongst others, the 2 wives, one of which left me for Kevin, who I believe was my father growing up. So trust me, I've been through a lot of shit, okay? Just like you have. And yet here I am with my arms open, ready to receive this high vibrational soulmate and a replacement for the fallen twin flame. So again, I just encourage you, take another look at your energy and make sure it's in alignment, okay, with your destiny. It does. Justice, yes, healing does take time. It absolutely does. It absolutely does. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. So, okay. Next, on the Ace of Cups. On the Ace of Cups, okay, we have fraud. Okay. So with what we have out here thus far, we have counterfeit, we have fraud. I was speaking about a false lover when we had this, when I was showing this card. I didn't say the word, but yeah, I was holding it up here. So counterfeit, fraud, okay, lovers, family members, whoever. That Catholic Church is molesting children, investigators, okay, DCFS workers, okay, who are of the light, okay. Okay, Neek, okay. I'm just going to say okay to you, okay, because I can see that there's still some healing that needs to be done in you, so I'll just say okay, okay. That Catholic Church is molesting children, okay, so there's some priests out here that are molesting children, okay, nuns out here molesting children, okay. This is going to be in the news, okay. This is going to be in the news, okay. So when you hear about this Catholic Church or these priests or these nuns who are sexually molesting these children, know that you heard it on the Real Psychic Investigators if you heard it nowhere else. And you might hear it in other places. No, Neek, I understand removing those who no longer serve your good. But just because you remove someone who no longer serves your good doesn't mean that you need to look at the world like everybody in the world is shitty. That's not what that means. Okay, and it feels like that's kind of the energy that you're in. Okay, yeah, world news, Justice League. So again, if you go about it with the whole world is shitty, okay, then again, that's what you're going to continue to manifest. If you do not believe that there are unconditionally loving divine beings here in human form, then you'll never meet them. You'll never see them. And even the ones that you are connected with today, such as myself, you will be disconnected from. So again, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Okay? Ice Cube. Shout out O'Shea Jackson. Okay? Okay? So, on the Queen of Wands, okay, again, that's someone who's in authority, political, business, spiritual, okay? But that speaks to more of an earthly authority, okay? A judge, okay? So someone's never going to get it, okay? Whatever the fraud or counterfeit was, you could have already turned them away, okay? You could have already turned them away. All right? Looking at the name Denise and Bill, Denise and Bill, could be William, but go by Bill, Billy. All right. Next, we have Wine You, Dine You, 69U. Okay, this is the fraud and the counterfeit. Okay, Wine You, Dine You, 69U. Okay, they could have been putting things in your drinks. They could have been putting things in your drinks, okay, or food, all right, whoever they are, he, she, heavy crown, heavy crown, heavy crown, heavy crown, putting things in your drink, okay. You could have noticed at some point when you were with them that you were, you had gotten ill at some point. You could recall that. Okay. Oh, that's why I was vomiting. Oh, that's why I was whatever. Okay. In my case, I got shingles. Okay. So again, all right. Confirmation. Okay. And we have the Ace of Wands. Okay. So this Queen of Wands energy, there could be a male or a female. This Queen of Wands energy right here, okay, has some truth to share. Again, wherever they are, whatever their earthly position is, they have some truth to share. There's a Queen of Wands out here that has some truth to share. This could be a judge that now has all of the paperwork, all of the information. This could be an investigator that now has everything they need to go ahead and press charges, to go ahead and file the paperwork, to go ahead and put out the warrants for arrest, to go ahead and issue the subpoenas. Someone who is in authority, CIA agent, FBI agent, DEA, Interpol, okay? Any agency around the world. They could work at an embassy. Okay, they could work at the Pentagon. Okay, there's a reason why the Pentagon is shaped the way that it is. There's a reason why the Pentagon is shaped the way that it is, that building. That design is significant. Okay. We have the investigator watching you has fallen in love with you. Okay. So, investigator watching, somebody has fallen in love. Okay. And this investigator could be dark-skinned, or you, this lifetime, could be dark-skinned. Yeah. The Pentagon gets a lot of extraterrestrial activity above it. Okay? The Pentagon gets a lot of extraterrestrial activity above it. Okay? On the other side of dark-skinned and the investigator fell in love, we have the High Empress. Or High Priestess. I said High Empress. High Priestess. Yeah. Okay? And on the other side, we have sexcapades. Okay? So this High Empress, well, I keep saying High Empress. So there's definitely something about an Empress. Something about a female who is a high-ranking official, high-ranking agent, highly sought after in the celebrity world, okay, or what have you. This individual could be a philanthropist. This individual could be, yeah, again, like a Barbara Corcoran energy. This individual could be like a Vanessa Bryant energy. This individual could be like a Condoleezza Rice energy. This individual could be like a, yeah, someone who has high influence. I forget who is, I'm trying to think of one of the current female Supreme Court justices. I'm trying to think of her name, and I want to say Carmen, but I might not be correct. But yeah, that type of energy. Okay. This High Priestess or this Empress. I keep saying Empress. So, okay. And something about sexcapades. Okay. Again, that goes with Wine You Dine U69U. Okay. So this individual could have been involved in sexcapades, whoever the fallen partner is or whoever you were involved in. Okay. They were involved in sexcapades, multiple partners, orgies, confirmation horn honk, orgies. Okay. Sleeping with multiple friends at the same time, sleeping with family members at the same time they were sleeping with you, sleeping with your exes, whoever this individual is. Okay. Not right. Looking at the names Cam and Thaddeus and Kimberly. Cam, Thaddeus, and Kimberly. Okay. Divine Source, where shall we go next? Okay. Where do you go? Okay, someone could be asking that. Where did you go? Where did you go? Okay. Where I said chef or baker. Okay. Where did you go? Someone's a chef or a baker. Okay. Custom cakes. Okay. Exceptional food. Okay. Gordon Ramsay energy. Listen to the names. Gordon and Ramsey. Okay, Gordon and Ramsey. Okay. Oh, yeah, Kim is your sister. Okay, okay, okay. All right. We have gunshots. Okay. Gunshots. Pow, pow, bang, bang. Somebody getting shot and slang. Pow, pow, bang, bang. Somebody getting shot and slang. Don't feel sorry for them. Okay. Something about Argentina. Again, Al Green's love and happiness make you wanna do right. Mm-hmm. Make you wanna do wrong. Love and happiness. Okay. Your family paid me to murder you. And again, we have the Bronx. So take a look. Someone's from the Bronx. Okay. New York City. Christopher Wallace. Biggie Smalls. Baby, baby. Okay. Papa's been cool since days of underoos. Never lose, never choose to do something to us. Talk goes through us. Never do us. Who us? Something like Starsky and Hutch. Hit the clutch. Then I bang 3 at your cherry N3. Bang every MC easily. Menage a trois, sex and expensive cars. Still leave you in the basement. On the pavement. Condo paid for. No car payment. Somebody's tied up in a Brooklyn basement. So face it, not guilty. That's how I stay true. Richard and Richie, till you niggas come to get me. Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. And I just love your flashy ways. This is why you broke and this is why they broke and you're so paid. Biggie, 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 can't you? Yeah. All right. So somebody's getting paid. Somebody's tied up in a Brooklyn basement. Investigators, that could be a literal thing. Someone tied up in a Brooklyn basement. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. That's all right. You're talking about the song? That's okay. All right. 10th chakra and abundance. Your 10th chakra and abundance. Okay. We're going to read about the 10th chakra here in a minute. Where are we doing with time? It's exactly 11 o'clock, okay? Or 10 o'clock, all right? Exactly 10 o'clock right now. We are in the year of 10. That is a confirmation. That's the first time I've even looked over there at the clock. 10. Okay? This is abundance. Booyah Shaka is my word for ta-dow. Ta-dow. How you like me now? Okay? That's my word. Okay? Booyah Shaka. All right? So abundance in your 10th chakra. So what does your 10th chakra deal with? Let's take a look as my nose itches for confirmation. 10th chakra. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. It's good. It's good that, yeah, that you can laugh, Neek. That's good. Okay. Let's take a look. 10th chakra. Okay. So the 10th chakra, an extended energy center, often called the solar star or universal chakra. Okay. I remember when the universal chakra, for me, I didn't remember it as the 10th chakra, but I remember when I was in Tucson, Arizona, and the universal chakra was awakened or enlightened. Okay. And that is up here somewhere. Okay. Your 10th chakra is up here somewhere. Okay. 7th is the crown. Okay. Your 10th chakra is somewhere up here. Okay. Universal chakra located above the head, linking individual to universal consciousness for cosmic connection, or sometimes in other systems, it's the Earth's star chakra below the feet, connected to the Earth's grounding energy. So connected to Gaia, 10th chakra, with specific colors and roles depending on the spiritual system. Your 10th chakra. Okay? So, you are ascending. Okay? You are ascending. Okay? And opening up chakras beyond the main 7 that we often speak of. Okay. Neek mentioned Drake. Drake is a Scorpio this lifetime. The music artist, the male music artist, Drake, okay, is a Scorpio this lifetime. All right. Jessica Aber's blood is on U.S. government hands. Okay, we know that for those of you who have been tuned in for any length of time. Jessica Aber, the U.S. attorney who was murdered, okay, her blood is on U.S. hands. I was going to say USDEA hands. Ooh, yeah. USDA hands. Okay, USDA. Okay. District attorneys. Okay, U.S. district attorneys. You fucking up your karmic. You're fucking up your bloodline. It's already karmic. You're fucking up your bloodline. Okay. Again, yesterday we got Biden's bloodline is dying off, falling apart because of his karmic activities while he was in office. Okay? So, politicians think they're above the law. People with money, a lot of it, think they're above the law. The elites think they're above the law. Elon Musk, Rockefeller, Trump, whoever, they think they're above the law. Okay? John Kerry, okay? The Bush family, okay? These motherfuckers think they're above the law, but they're not, okay? And our ancestors are about to prove it to them, okay? We have Cleveland, okay? We have Cassandra, Sandy, okay? Cleveland. Ohio, someone's name could be Cleveland, okay? Willie Cleveland, John Cleveland, Michelle Cleveland. I mentioned all those names for a reason. Most High, let's go ahead. What would you like to do? Let's get some angel numbers for synchronicity. Let's go ahead and roll the dice, and we're going to pull some angel numbers. Okay, so we have 3. We have a 3. Okay, so March, and again, for those of you who are born in March this lifetime around, the number 3, Keely's kind of getting on my nerves. And again, I blocked them for some time and then I unblocked them. So again, this is why I did it. Okay. So again, I don't know what it is about your energy that bothers me, but it does, Neek. I said Keely. I meant Neek. There's something about your energy. Okay. I don't know what it is. Okay. Not quite in the upright. I'm not sure what it is, but there's something about your energy. Okay. So if you were born in March, that was originally, there was only 10 months in a year. Speaking of the 10th chakra, there were only 10 months in a year. Man added January and February later. March was originally the first month of the year. Okay. So we have 331 out here. Okay. And then we have the number 3. Okay. Roll again. The number 12. Okay. The number 12. That is also a 3. So we have 3. That is also a 12. Or that is also a 3. 12 is a 3. Okay. There could be something about December 3rd. Tyra Banks, we looked up her information on this video earlier, as we do sometime, look up celebrity information for synchronicity, confirmation. So Tyra Banks was born on 12/4, okay? So her last day, her last 24-hour period in the womb was 12/3. You could know someone who was born on 12/3, okay? 1717. Investigators again check the Gregorian calendar. What is the 171st day of the year? What is the 177th day of the year? 17th day of the year, January 7th, okay? 1977. Okay. You say you're good to go, but yeah, that's what you say. Okay. We also have 9999 out here for lessons learned. Again, we have somebody out here who's now waking up and they've decided to leave religion, okay, and go spiritual, okay? So lessons learned, they learn their lesson. Don't come against earth angels, return to sender. They learned their lesson. Don't come against earth angels. Don't come against star seeds. Don't come against those who your ancestors told you are protected. Do not come against extraterrestrial beings that are of the light. Do not come against them. Because the Lemurian star seeds, the Palladian star seeds, and the ETs, they will take you out. Don't come against them. Okay? Someone got the lesson. Okay? And now they are awakening. Okay? This person could be from any of these places that we've mentioned out here. Okay? Any of the names, Janice. Again, Jan is extremely significant. Janice or Janette. Okay? So, Janice, Janice, Caden, Amaya, what's this other name? Confirmation, Freya, Bill, Cleveland. Someone from the Bronx, Kimberly, a chef, a baker, okay, a candlestick maker, a butcher, a baker, a candlestick maker. So someone could make candles, all right, or soaps, okay, or soaps, okay. For lessons learned, okay, we're gonna roll the dice again, see what number we get. We got 3 and 12 so far. That breaks down to 3, 3. And we got another 3. So 3, 3, 3, okay? Again, that speaks to me. I was born on the 333rd day of the year this lifetime in 1974. Again, shout out to you, Axie. All right? So 333. All right? You could be seeing 333 on the regular basis at this time, and that could speak to you ascending into your 10th chakra and your 10th chakra awakening. Okay? All right? Also, before I go, and as I get ready to sum up everything here, unless Divine Source has something else, I feel like they do, but we'll see. I want to speak for a moment about the Rock of Central Florida. I spent 20 years there. After the military, Most High sent me there specifically to be joined to Steve Parker, okay? And he knew I was sent there, but he denied the truth once it began to get revealed, you know. I think he started to get a little squirmish about spirituality and what truth was going to be coming through. He already knew I was a healer. I was there when I received my kidney transplant on 7/7/17. They were a part of that journey. I was on dialysis for 4.5 years. I was at the Rock of Central Florida during that time. I was homeless 2 of the 3 times that I was on I was homeless 2 of the 3 times while I was on dialysis. Again, all of that happened while I was at the Rock of Central Florida. My rededication in 2007 to Most High happened at the Rock of Central Florida. The following year in 2008, Steve baptized me. Okay, the only other individual to baptize me in the flesh was Kevin, and that happened when I was a child because the church that Judy went to, they told me that I was too mean to be saved. They told a child at 10 years old that you're too mean to be saved. When have you ever heard Yeshua say, yeah, no, you're too mean to be saved? When? Okay? And that was just my Leo energy, okay? Because I would kick somebody's ass when I was a kid. I was a fighter, and I would kick their ass. I wouldn't talk. I'd be like, why did you push me? Well, that was just how I was. That was just the Leo fire in me. Okay? Again, Sagittarian sun sign, Leo, Venus, Pisces, ascendant sign. Okay? And Gemini moon, of course, being a Sagittarius sun sign. Okay? So a lot of good experiences that I had while being a part of the Rock of Central Florida and Steve and Kimberly's ministry. For sure. Okay, for sure. All right. So we're going to go ahead and sum it up. Thank you so much for everyone who's been able to attend. I will, as I've started to do, I will open it up for questions now, and I am opening it up for questions for anyone other than Neek. Anyone else in the chat, you can ask me any questions you would like. Neek, you may not ask me any questions, okay? You may not, and if you do post them, I will ignore them, okay? So, does anyone else have any questions other than Neek? You can ask questions about your journey, my journey. Again, you can also schedule a free esoteric conversation with me. That is done via Zoom. Okay. Because again, karmic asses. Okay. Anybody can talk on the phone. Okay. You can use voice changing software when you speak on the phone to someone. Okay. I look forward to it, y'all. I look forward to it. And thank you so much to all of you who have scheduled an esoteric conversation with me. Yeah, they're beneficial for me as well. Okay. And again, part of what I like to do is confirm that it's not me. And when I say it's not me, I mean, it's not the mind. It's not, I like to confirm that, to remove the human aspect. I love that. Okay. I love that. So when I'm speaking, if you see an orb at a certain point in time, okay, I love that because that's not me. Okay. And it reassures the individual you on the other side that, again, it's not me. It's through me. It's in me, but it's not me. Can you tell me what's going on, what's going to happen to my... I can't tell you what's going to happen on your journey, Stephanie. That is an extremely broad question. That definitely requires a private or personal conversation. That's like asking, do I know what is your purpose? In order to possibly, and it's only a possibly, even possibly begin to speak to you about what your purpose is. First of all, that is a very broad question. Your purpose is to be a mother, to be a father, to be a nurturer, to be a light, to be a source, to be well equipped, to be a whatever, right? To be a healer, to be a, there's a broad question. So I cannot tell you what is going to happen for your journey, but you can schedule an esoteric conversation, and there will be greater truth that comes through that conversation and interaction. And again, I don't say that because of me. Okay. Again, I've done karmic ass shit in my life, so it's not like I've always been this upright being walking around. I've always had unconditional love. That's who I am, but I make karmic ass decisions too. Okay, so, but yeah, okay, so send me an email. Okay. We do learn and grow, absolutely. All right, so let's go ahead and sum it up. Anyone else have any questions? Feel free to put those in the comment section. Thank you so much for all of you who are top fans. Justice League. Wanda, confirmation on Wanda. Someone could be from Philadelphia or Pennsylvania. Someone could be married to someone who's from Trinidad. Okay. Someone's name is definitely first name, last name, same initial, like Gaston Glasgow. Okay. First name, last name, same initial. Okay. Like Gaston Glasgow. Right. So, summing it up, as I look forward to any other questions that come through. Okay. New house. Someone is a low vibrational being. Again, you know who they are. Okay. Also on esoteric guidance, extraterrestrial earth angel. I mentioned this to someone in a recent esoteric conversation. On that channel and the playlist, there is a playlist called What's Your Aura? And we go through the book written by Mystic Michela. Okay? And we go through recognizing auras, not just yours, but others, how auras change, and again, how to identify those auras. So that may be something that you want to go look at, listen to. Esoteric Guidance, Extraterrestrial Earth Angel. That is the Shadow Band channel here on YouTube. Okay? Current or former girlfriend, lover, doing witchcraft against you. Okay? Do your return to senders and cleanse your energy. Okay? The names Caden, Amaya, and Freya. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for the love. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Charmaine. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Ya. Okay. Shout out to you, Stephanie. Okay. Also, we have a new subscriber whose name is Lil E. Okay. So shout out to Lily. There could be something about Lily, Lily of the Valley, bright morning star, or lilies, tiger lilies, some other type of lily. I'm just looking for other shout outs, to give other shout outs. Oh, shout out Judith. Okay. Shout out to you. Okay. Shout out to you, JP, baby. Shout out to you. Okay. I look forward to our conversation. I don't know if you'll ever send me an email, but I look forward to our conversations. Okay. And I say conversations, that's plural. Okay. All right. So, continuing to summarize, we have Janice, Jan, Janice, Janet, Janikowski, Jean, male or female Jean, Billy, Jean. Love your enemies from a distance, collective. Do not forget to do that. Okay. Don't be all snuggy with the one who's trying to stab you in the back or is stabbing you in the back. Don't be all snuggy. Okay. Someone could have a snuggie. You could be wearing a snuggie. Secret societies. We mentioned them. The Army Corps of the Army Chemical Corps, okay, is something of a secret society, okay, doing all those experiments. The CIA, LSD, MK Ultra, okay, all those secret, those are, yeah, undercover government programs, okay. Start looking for travel destinations, collective, okay. Some of you, there's a crime spree currently, right, okay. These angel numbers, okay, and again, when we roll the dice, we got 3, 12, 3, which breaks down to 333, okay? Again, I've said these names, okay? Any other questions? Oh, excellent. Yeah, you got the passee. That's someone who has expectation. Get your passport ready. If you don't have your passport, get it ready. Get it ready. Okay? Okay. What is that, Wanda? Was thought religion that just didn't say right because, oh, didn't sit right because, oh yeah. At some point, I know that anyone who was raised in religion and that sort of thing, once you start to live a spiritually conscious life here in the 3D, okay, that's your authentic life. Once you start living that way, religion will definitely seem dull to you. It will seem repetitive, okay? Because again, the spiritual journey is one of freedom. Okay, the spiritual journey is not wake up every Sunday, go to the same church, go to the same. What if you wake up one morning and divine is like, no, I don't want you to go to church. I want you to go to the beach. Religious people are like, what? They could hear it clearly. And they'd be like, what? God told me to go to the beach, but I got to go to church. That's religion. That's religion. Okay. The name Carlton, again, Carlton Banks, which is Alfonso Rivera. We looked up Tyra Banks information, 12, 12473. Tyra Banks, 12473. Something about the uniqueness of someone's eyes. Someone's a chef or a baker. Okay. We have Kimberly. Okay. We have a boating accident. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Of course, Wanda. Oh, of course. Absolutely. And thank you so much for all of your support and always being spiritually present in the moment. Okay. Discover peace amongst the chaos. Okay. So there's peace that's needing to be discovered amongst the chaos. Okay. Again, just because you are on the planet doesn't mean you have to act like the dumbasses. Okay. You can show them a different way. That's what we're here for, to show them a different way. Okay. It's a different world than where they come from. Yes, it is now. Here's your chance to make it something, something. Okay, a different world, a different world, a different world. Okay. Any of those characters could stand out for you, a different world. Okay. Bronx, Brooklyn, the boroughs. Again, Christopher Wallace. His mother passed, I think, last year. Biggie Small's mother. I think she passed last year, 2025. I think so. Cassandra. Sandy, Sandra. Any other questions, collective? Or investigators with covert accounts, judges, celebrities, whoever. You have questions. All right. 10th chakra. That is the universal chakra. Okay. That chakra is located up here. Brooklyn in the house. Yep. Is Brooklyn in the house? Okay. Rosie Perez. Okay. Rosie Perez. Okay. Rosie Perez. Okay. Cam and Thaddeus. Cam and Thaddeus. Also, Leah Remini. I'm naming people from New York. Okay. And people with the New York kind of attitude and accent. Okay. Confirmation. People with a New York attitude and accent. Rosie Perez, Leah Remini, Christopher Wallace. Gunshots. Gunshots rang out like a bell. I grabbed my 9. Ooh, ice, ice, baby. Doom, 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 doom. Ice, ice, baby. Okay, could be something about some ice, some diamonds, a diamond. Okay, a ring, an engagement. Okay. Vanilla ice. Word to your mother. And mine too. Your family paid me to murder you. Okay. All right. I am no longer religious. I'm becoming spiritual. Okay. If you live an authentic life, collective, others will see it, and those who are meant to come along and embrace it, they will. You don't have to be all in somebody's face. Okay. You don't have to be yelling, screaming, shouting at them. Again, I've been through that energy. Okay. Sexcapades. Wine you, dine you, 69U. This is what their goal was. Okay. If you are in this type of ship at this point in time, you need to jump ship. Okay. If you are in a wine you, dine you, 69U type of energy right now, you need to bail. You need to get out. Okay. Because all they're doing is stealing your sacral creative energy and taking it and sharing with someone else through orgies and all these other things. And we just got a monitoring spirit in here, whatever that flea or whatever that is. All right. The name Denise. Okay. Never Gonna Get It. Okay. In Vogue. Okay. In Vogue. Okay. Do you know the artist that was a part of In Vogue, whose name is Dawn, the singer, one of those singers? She's homeless today, living in her car. Dawn from In Vogue. I'm going to show you a picture of Dawn from In Vogue. In fact, we might look up her information before we go. Okay, I'll show you some pictures. Dawn from the singing group In Vogue. Okay, her name is Dawn Robinson. Okay, Dawn Sharice Robinson, another Sagittarius. So Tyra Banks, 12-4, and Denise, or Dawn, I said Denise, Dawn Sharice Robinson, 11-24, 1966. Okay, born in New London, Connecticut. New London, Connecticut. Okay. Spouse, she was married to Dre. So Dre, Andre, I said Drake earlier, is a Scorpio this lifetime, that music artist. Dre Allen from 2003 to 2010. Okay. So Dawn Sharice Robinson. Dawn Sharice Robinson from En Vogue. Okay. Okay. She is homeless today, living in her car after being a part of a platinum music group. Homeless. Okay. Because of the demonic music industry. Okay. That's why. Okay. And the industry isn't demonic, but the spirit beings that are in it, like Suge Knight, those motherfuckers are demons. Okay? Someone's dark-skinned. Okay? Someone's a counterfeit. Okay? We have 14 in the room currently and 14 likes. Thank you so much. Okay? 14, 14, 28. That breaks down to a 10. Again, the year of 10. Okay? There's a Catholic church out here whose priests are or nuns are molesting children investigators. Okay? There's a Catholic church out here whose priests or nuns are molesting children. Okay? So, need to do something about that, huh? Cleveland, someone's name or the place. Cleveland. All right. Jessica Aber's blood is on U.S. government hands. Okay, again, there are cards out here, okay, that have not come out in 2 years. There are some cards that come out on a regular basis as reminders, and this is one. Jessica Aber was murdered because of a U.S. government hit, okay, in Alexandria, Virginia. Alexandria, Virginia. Okay? Abundance. Booyashaka. Fraud. Duh. Okay? The name's Reggie, Regino, Regina, Regino, Reginald, Reggie, Gina. Someone could go by Gina, but their legal name is Regina. Okay? First, middle, last. And the name Bill. Okay? So thank you so much again for tuning in. My name is NEHRU. I am an extraterrestrial earth angel, born on the 333rd day of the year, as we had 333 come out here, or 3123, which breaks down to that. Okay? Thank you so much for all of you that tune in. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares. Thank you so much for all that you do, not just in sharing content that I release, but any truth, including your own. Some of you do have YouTube channels, okay? Victoria, shout out to you. Shout out to Lamore. Thank you so much. Justice League, okay? Some of you do have YouTube channels. Thank you so much. Also, a special shout out to Star Energy, okay? I've not seen them in the chat or comment, but they are a subscriber. They are the newest subscriber along with Lil E. Okay, so Lily. Okay, thank you so much as always, collective investigators and attorneys. We appreciate you. Okay, and again, as always, we are out for the truth, not just justice. Okay, just because you lock someone away, okay, that doesn't mean that 100% truth has been revealed. We are out for the truth. Okay. Yeah, again, I look forward to, and there's definitely something about utility companies, okay, overcharging, adding to your bill, okay. So why did I use 1,000 more watts this month than I used the month before? You didn't, okay. Someone increased that amount, just like somebody increased that, and just like the church, in order to take from you. Y'all heard that confirmation. So utility companies increasing bills wrongfully, okay, is no different than YouTube blocking your channel because you speak the truth. Okay. Thank you so much as always for tuning in. As always, be encouraged.